Hello and welcome to yet another YouTube video here on this channel. One of the first videos I did was actually about this note-taking app called Scrintal, and I believe that note-taking is really important so that you can get stuff out of your head and into a digital tool or a notebook. I prefer digital tools for two simple reasons. The first one is that I am terrible at handwriting. I can't even read my own handwriting. And the second thing that is really important is that I need things to be searchable because I'm terrible at organizing. And today I wanted to talk a little bit about my note-taking workflow, as well as talk a little bit more about Scrintal. Because the last time I did a video on Scrintal, I said that one of the things I'm missing is a full text search, and luckily now they have implemented a full text search into the platform. So I just made this test board. As you might know, Scrintal evolves around boards and index cards. So I just made this YouTube video test board, and if I write just note, I get all my notes around note-taking and note-taking app, all my index cards, and I can just drag them into here. And every time I drag something in, I get this thing that says it is on the board. So I can just simply drag them in, or I can just drag all of them, mark them, and drag them together. So I can do like this as well. And you can also, as I said, just drag single cards into the board. And then I can connect different ideas together. I can change the colors of each one. I can duplicate them. There are a lot of great options. And this one is for people who are a little bit more visual, as I am. And every time I get done with a board or a project, I make a board for all of my projects. I just simply delete the whole board. So I go into my boards, and let's just do this YouTube test one, and I delete the whole board. But deleting the board does not actually delete all of the cards. So the way I think of note-taking is that I differentiate different areas of my life. So I have a couple of things that I will probably do the next 10, 15, 20 years. And that's the areas of my life. For example, I have politics in there. I have YouTube channel, blog, those things. I have my clothing brand as an area because those are the things that I will continuously do. But inside of those, I also have projects, and I like to have a board for all of my projects. So as long as I am working on the project, I will have a board for that project. And when I'm done with the board, I will just delete the whole board, and I will archive all of the index cards. The reason why I don't delete all of my index cards is because there might be something in those index cards that I want to use later. And I also have a quick capture I do inside of the app. So I quick capture things inside of my desk, which is the home page. So I quick capture thing inside of my home page, and then I move them to other places as I go. So if I read an article that I think is really interesting and I want to highlight some points, I just put them into my desk, and then when I'm ready to remove them, when I've gotten through them and highlighted the things I want to highlight and done everything I need to with that article, I tend to just remove it and archive it, and every time I need it, I will just get it back later. I also use tags. So this tag I'm actually not using anymore, as well as this one. But for example, meeting notes, if I press this, I get all of my meeting notes here. If I press this, I get all of my blog related stuff. Excuse me, English isn't my first language, so I am struggling. Resources is everything I don't want to archive, but I don't know where to put yet. So that's what I use resources for. And these ones are from Scrintal themselves, from their learning center. So these ones I don't use at all. Media is books or articles or even YouTube videos I have watched. So these are the books I want to read. I haven't gotten to reading these two yet. And overall, I try to have most of my life inside of here. The only two things I don't have inside of here is tasks and calendar, simply because I like to use a dedicated app for those purposes. But overall, I have been falling in love with this app. So this is my personal social media board. This is how I just write everything down. I also have a social media idea bank, which I haven't used a lot yet. Here I have different types of quotes or ideas I want to use later, and I can connect them together. Something like a Zettelkasten system, if you're familiar with that kind of workflow and thinking. I also have my outfit ideas inside of here because I am actually a fashion guy and not necessarily a note-taking or mental health guy. But I run a clothing brand. I have a TikTok account with 30,000 followers where I post daily content about, or I at least used to post daily content about outfits. So I have my outfits stored inside of here. And I just like the fact that I can see all of my notes here. It just makes me happy. It's the first note-taking app that I have found that really works well for me. And if you wanted to try it out, I have a referral link. I am not a big enough YouTuber yet, at least, to be sponsored by anyone, but I do have a referral link. They are in an early access plan. I will show you the pricing on this. Scrintal is in beta with an early access plan, and they have a few options. They have the Lifetime Pro, which is a one-time payment of $239. I use the $5 a month personal pro, and if you are one of the first 5,000 subscribers, you will lock in this price forever. So that's what I have done. And the main reason for me to advertise for Scrintal is because I want more people to use it so they don't go bankrupt, so I can continue to use the tool. But if you like Scrintal, if it sounds interesting, you can check out their product FAQs. If it sounds interesting, do press the link down below, and I hope as many people as possible get to experience the joy of taking notes with a system like this. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you again quite soon. If you liked the video, please do give me a like and subscribe to the channel, and I hope to see you again soon.